What do you say, guys? Let's talk about getting up early. Let's talk about getting up early in the mornings and the value of that. You know, I've been getting up early long time now. And there's a lot of reasons I wake up early, okay? Number one, I have actually literally looked and studied other successful people, right? And one thing I've learned is that when it comes to success, it's not hidden, right? It's not like rocket science, right? When it comes to success, there are certain basic principles that successful people use over and over again. And I can tell you this thing about rising early and getting up early, that is a big one. That is an absolute big one. I have seen a commonality among successful people in terms of getting up early. So I've been getting up early for a long time. Sometimes I get up earlier than other times. But here's a couple things to consider of why you want to start getting up early. Number one, let's say you just get up 1 hour earlier every single day, right? Let's say you choose to get up earlier 1 hour every day for the next year. Think about this. That's an extra 365 hours that you could put to use that you otherwise wouldn't have, right? Now think about this, 365 hours, that is a huge amount of time. Think about what you could do with an extra 365 hours in the next year. Chasing your side hustle, progressing your businesses. How much closer can you be to your dreams and goals having an extra 365 hours, right? That's a huge advantage. Think about if you really want something, like if you get crazy and you actually get up 2 or 3 hours earlier. Like this morning, I was up, I believe around 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. It's 7:30 now. So in the last 3.5 hours, now here's the thing. I'm not talking about getting up and laying around watching TV or watching Netflix. I'm talking about getting up early and getting things done, right? I'm talking about getting up early and making moves. I'm talking about getting up early and being productive. Like for the last 3.5 hours, I have been productive, right? I have done things to propel me towards my goals, my objectives, things I want to accomplish. The other thing that's huge when you get up early, think about your competition, right? Because we live in a competitive environment, right? And I always tell people, you better figure out a way to get an angle on your competition, right? You better figure out a way to level up against your competition. Well, think about your competition. Are they getting up at 4 or 5 in the morning? No. So the other huge advantage you have in terms of getting up early in the morning, you literally have a competitive advantage over your competition, right? Again, as long as you're doing the productive stuff, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So you're creating time, okay? You're creating time for yourself that you otherwise wouldn't have. And here's the other thing about getting up early. Sometimes people say, well, I need all this sleep. I get it. But chances are, and I might be wrong, but chances are you're probably not working till the very moment you go to bed, right? So let's say you average go to bed around 10, 11 o'clock, right? I think it's pretty safe to say that you're probably not working till, 10, 11 o'clock. So if you think you need all that sleep, why don't you go to bed an hour earlier, right? Go to bed an hour earlier. If you're not really working at that time, if you're not really progressing at that time, go to bed 1 hour earlier, and there you go. Now you don't even lose an hour of sleep, right? You just adjust. So you're creating time out of thin air, right? Because this is time that you've been sleeping, in essence, wasting away. So you're creating time out of thin air when you get up earlier. You're creating a competitive advantage. Okay, you're creating a competitive advantage over your competition, right? Which is huge. Think about all that stuff. I'm telling you, getting up early in the morning, plus, this is what I venture to say. I know it is for me, and this seems to be for almost everyone I talk to. You think clearer in the mornings, right? Because as the day goes on, stuff happens, crap happens. You get sidelined with stuff. You get sidetracked with stuff. So I would say at least for most people that I know, for me 100%, and for most people that I know, they think clear in the morning, right? So I even think clear in the morning. So the more you think about it, is there value to getting up earlier in the morning? I would say 100%. You could even flip it on the upside down. Is there any value in not getting up an hour earlier? I can't think of one single reason, right? I can't logically figure out, if you don't want to get up at least 1 hour earlier, what the advantage would be in not doing that. There is none, right? Like this morning, I got up. Now, for me, because I'm living my basically business and all this, I'm not doing it as a side hustle. I'm doing it as a main thing. So for me, my morning hours, right? My morning hours are spent doing non-money things that don't make me money, right? I do things that don't make me money in the mornings. From 9 o'clock on, it's game on. Let's go. Start doing money-making things. But until 9 o'clock, it's mostly admin things. Now, I will tell you something interesting today. I had a conversation this morning. I actually was on the phone at like 4:30, 5 o'clock. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? But somebody wanted to, they wanted to partner with me, do some real estate deals. Wanted to chat with me what that looks like. So I took his call, So that's the other cool thing. You could be flexible during those hours, right? You don't have anything pulling you away. I decided, hey, I want to have a conversation. I didn't have 30 other things that were keeping me busy. So it's a lot easier to be a lot more flexible early in the morning also, because you don't have as many distractions. So when I wanted to get in a call with somebody and somebody was actually up that early, hey, no problem, right? I did that. Now, the other cool thing with me is, since I partner with people across the United States and we do real estate deals, different people, different time zones, right? Different people, different time zones. So that gives me the ability to make some adjustments. By the way, if you want to do some real estate deals, man, I'm looking for more partners than ever. It's one of the hottest markets I've ever seen. We're doing more deals than we ever have with our partners. We have more contracts out than we ever had with our partners. DM me the word partner, right? You have to live in the United States. You got to be coachable, and you got to want to level up in life. If you got those three things, live in the United States, you're coachable, you want to level up, you and I can do some real estate deals. Most of the stuff I'm going to provide for you, because that's how I do it for my partners. We'll coach you. We'll generate leads for you. I'll give you all the capital to close on these deals. We put them in the market, sell them, split the profits. Okay? So that's, DM me the word partner if you want to do that. But anyway, so getting up in the morning early, I'm telling you guys, no downside to it. Be productive when you do it. Be smart when you're thinking about it. Meaning, don't just lay around, right? Getting up early does not mean lounging around earlier for an extra hour. By the way, if you have a question, type it in. I'm not going to bring anyone live here. Just type in your questions. I'll be able to see it on the side. Especially if they're real estate questions, or maybe about what we're talking about, leveling up, getting up early. Competitive advantage when you're up early. Create time out of thin air when you get up early. No distractions when you get up early. Your mind almost always is clear in the mornings when you get up earlier. And like right now, it's 7:40, right? I've been up three and a half hours. I got all my stuff done that I needed to get done. right? I got all everything out of the way that I needed to get out of the way. And now I'm going to go work out. I'm not going to be stressed for time. I'm not going to be trying to rush through things, right? So smart, okay? Get up early. I'll challenge you next 30 days. Just for the next 30 days, get up 1 hour earlier. Get up 1 hour earlier next 30 days. See how your what's up, Dan? See how your life will change. Be productive. Have a plan what you're going to do with that extra hour or 2 hours, right? Have a plan, okay? And then execute that plan early in the morning. Maybe for you, it's a side hustle, right? Maybe that's the time you're going to be building out your side hustle. You know, you might be trying to figure out, well, I can't, you know, Pete always talks about having a side hustle if your main hustle ain't getting you what you want. I don't have the time to do it. Yeah, you do. Get up 1 or 2 hours earlier and do your side hustle. Heck, if we're partnering doing real estate deals, that's a good time to invest into your business in the mornings, right? Pull your lists, right? Dan, it's a Mercedes that I'm driving. So maybe that's the time for you, okay? Maybe that's the time for you to do your side hustle in the mornings. But be productive. Morning hours, I believe, are for being productive. I'm very busy in the early mornings. Well, you have to figure out. But I'm just telling you right now, having an advantage of time, like an extra 1 or 2 hours a day, is critical. So look, if for some reason the way you're set up, you cannot make the morning hours, okay, you cannot make the morning hours work, okay? If for some reason you can't make, maybe for you it's an extra hour at night, right? I don't talk about that much, but that's another option. That's another opportunity, right? Maybe for you it's, maybe for you got to stay up an extra hour. But create the advantage. Learn to create the advantage of time. Time, I talk about this all the time. Pillars of success. I talk about real estate pillars of success, right? But time, having more time than your competition, maybe having more times than others, is a huge, huge advantage. So learn to create it. Stay up earlier, okay? Do something productive. What's a good breakfast to kick off a day? I eat fruit in the mornings, right? I like to eat fruit. It gives me energy. I don't overthink it too much. So for me, eating fruit in the morning, I already had some fruit today. And that's how I kind of get up and get going. Do I speak French? Nope, I do not speak French. But I do speak the language of real estate. Remember, guys, if you want to partner on some real estate deals, anywhere across the United States, DM me the word partner. Make sure you live in the United States, though. DM me the word partner. I got leads. Any area you live in, I got leads for you. I got opportunities. I got the knowledge. I know what we need to do, and I got capital to close on these deals. So DM me the word partner. What's up, Mark? I started skip tracing in the mornings so I can call when they're up. I love it. See, that's right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Doing things that need to be done but aren't necessarily going to make you money, right? I used to get, Mark, when I used to call many years ago, I did too. I got all my organizational stuff done to make my calls for the day. Back then, it was a lot more pain in the butt than it is now. I had to put a lot of more pieces together just to make some silly calls. Okay? And so, but yeah, do admin things that need to be done but are not going to make you money. I love it, Mark. Good stuff. I have 4 properties, which earns $25,000 per month. What should I do to increase these? Well, how you increase rents is that you increase value in the properties, right? So maybe, Sometimes it's a matter of building something out. Sometimes it's a matter of adding something on, right? But increasing monthly rents, especially on commercial buildings, is the greatest way to increase value on commercial buildings, right? And then when you increase the value on the commercial buildings, you can go to bank, double your rent, add something on, build something out, find a better qualified tenant that could pay more, double your rent. You could walk into any bank, right? Show them how much you're making on your commercial property. They'll give you at least around 50% of it. And if you doubled your rent, you just doubled the value. You could take the equity out, or some of the equity out, right? You could take some of the equity out and move on to a different property. But in commercial space, it's all about increasing the rents. Okay? It's all about increasing the rents. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Do I exercise? Yes, and I do that in the mornings, by the way. That's where I'm heading right now. All right, I'm heading to the gym, getting off the highway right now. Yeah, I think exercise is an incredible pillar of success, right? Exercising is an incredible pillar to success. I think it keeps me sharper, keeps me in better shape. Remember, no health, no wealth. I mean, it's as simple as that. I don't care how much money you got. You don't got your health, it ain't going to be good. It's not going to be pretty. Okay? So, got to have your health. Okay? You got to have your health. Very, very important piece. All right, let me see. Is there anything else you would invest other than in real estate at this moment? I have some Amazon investments, Amazon stores. I have some crypto. But honestly, no. This is where the play is for me. For me, the play is very simple. It's for me, the play is simple. It's real estate. I learned a very valuable lesson in investing long time ago. Invest in something you understand. Or if you don't understand it, you better be aligned with someone that understands it, right? By the way, this is why I'm so excited about my partnership program for investors. I could take somebody that does not understand the real estate business or understands it to a certain level, and I'll partner with them and I'll do deals and I'll invest my own money into them. See, if you have people who are willing to invest their own money into you, those are the people you want to align yourself with, as long as they're going in the same direction you want to go to, right? As long as they're going in the same direction you want to go into, those are the kind of people that you want to get around. Like if someone's willing to put up capital into you, not ask you for capital, but put capital up, that's a big deal, right? So basically, you're signing up for my partnership program. You're putting a little bit in to make sure you're serious. And I'm funding all your real estate deals, a lot of it. That's a great thing. By the way, if you live in the United States, if you're coachable, if you want to do some real estate deals, DM me the word partner. I can tell you how we could start partnering and doing some deals. I'm always on the lookout for people that want to level up in life, that want to do some real estate deals. So yeah, I do some side stuff, but I do it with the top people that I know. Like my crypto is done with a guy that I've known for 10 years. He's a crypto genius. My Amazon is run by one of the top Amazon teams in the country. So, and that's very limited capital I put in there, because I believe in myself. I believe in what I do, right? So that's where I invest my money into. So that's where, that's where I want to be putting my money. That's where I want to be putting my money. All right, let's see. What do we got here? What should a teen do early age to be a great entrepreneur? Well, you hear me talk about it all the time, but when you're young or younger, this is the time to really go for it. Try a lot of stuff. Figure out what you're good at. Figure out your skill set when you're young, right? Just bounce from thing to thing. until you figure out, wow, I'm really good at this. Like, I'm really good at sales. I'm really good at math. I'm a good engineer. Figure out your skill set. Figure out what you want. Okay. Figure out what you're good at. Figure out what you want to achieve in terms of results and start aligning those two. Start aligning your skill set with ultimately what you want to achieve in life. What is a little bit for investing? So if you're talking about my partnership program, DM in the word partner, but make sure you live in the United States. Make sure you're coachable. You got to be coachable, right? And you got to want to really level up to highest levels. Make sure you're not looking for a handout. Make sure you're not looking for a freebie. And I could really help you knock it out of the ballpark in real estate investing. Is renting better or putting up on Airbnb better? I think it just depends. It depends on the location that it's in. Is renting better or is it better to do Airbnb? I think it depends on the location a lot of times in the properties, right? Like if you got a beachfront house, I think you could make a killing a lot more in the Airbnb. If you got a rural area that nobody wants to really visit or wants to vacation there, I think you're probably better off renting. So if you got Airbnbs really make sense in these premier locations or locations that people want to travel to and get to, and they'll pay a lot for a short-term visit because it's like vacation from them. If you got a place out in the boonsticks that nobody wants to vacation at and get to, then I'd say then you're renting is better. Okay. All right, Mark. Have an amazing day too, buddy. You're a winner. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Mark's a partner of mine. Super guy. Like super duper guy. Okay. Super duper. All right, guys. Listen, guys. I'm going to go work out now. But I appreciate the follow. I appreciate the support. Remember, guys, I'm an investor, real estate investor, well over 3,000 deals completed. I'm looking for more people to partner up with. If you live in the United States, if you're coachable, you're ready to hustle, you want to get to those next levels, you might be a perfect partner of who I'm looking for. DM me the word partner, okay? All right, guys, thanks. I appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye.